Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm one of the founders of QA GOLEM, and we built the QA GOLEM to help us test our own games. QA GOLEM is an agent driven by a visual language model. It takes in screenshots and a natural language goal from you, so it could be something like, hey, get to the slingshot, or hey, try out the wishing well in the game, or hey, reach this checkpoint, etc., etc. And it's able to take in that goal, and then it runs a loop. And what the loop does is it'll actually look at visual input, just like, you know, a human would, and then it tries to navigate the game using simulated keyboard input. And so it can, just press a key, click a button. It can even call on other AI models underneath to help it with things like location or computer use. And it can even call more complex predefined strategies that can help for testing, more twitchy game movement, like here in our Alchemy Survivors game. So the basic way that it works is underneath the hood, it sees the entire history of its own sub goals, its current task, and the tools that it's been calling, and the results of those tools. And then from there, it tries to emit a new sub goal, which could be the same as the one before, a new current task, and then it tries to call exactly one tool to achieve its goal. And once it's called the tool, it runs. And after that, it'll call another tool until it either marks the task as complete or failed. It leaves a trace and a log, a checkpoint for reproducibility, and everything else you would need to be able to identify what happened in the run, what went wrong, what went right. It's been a huge help to us for graphical fidelity, for making sure that things function properly in the way that we intend them to. Actually, you can see here in this video the golem testing out one of the crafting stations in our game, Alchemy Survivors. And here's another video where you can see it actually using a robotics model underneath to visually identify items and enemies in Ocarina of Time. Obviously Ocarina of Time's not our game, but we thought it would be a great demo of how the agent can navigate a 3D world that's pretty complex and where you have, limited information considering it's a Nintendo 64 binary. And so anyway, that's the QA Golem. It's been a huge help for us, and we think that it could potentially be a huge help for other teams or solo developers. It's sort of the QA agent that learns how to test your games as you build your game. And so if you're interested in learning more about it, please join our Discord. The link's in the description. We'll talk to you guys later.